Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, Perkinston School of Visual and Performing Arts faculty members. I wanted to give you all a quick update about some information that I received today from our school chair meeting with Dean Gasol. So, just want to give you some information about some updates on the fall 2020, some HyFlex information, and some answers to some of the questions that you have asked. A few things you may not have known, but our new cafeteria is ready. Our new residence hall will be ready by August 16th, we're hoping, and students will be able to move into the residence halls August 16th through the 18th. The new technology should be installed before you arrive on contract. However, there is no firm ETA quite yet regarding the microphones and cameras and large television screens that will be put into some of those HyFlex technology classrooms. So I'm hoping that some of those items will be ready to go a few days before we come on contract in case you're interested in learning and practicing and training on some of the new technology. The new child care facility should be open by about mid-October. Just as an FYI, the proctoring center is moving to Ds 155 and 156. That takes out quite a bit of computers. So if you have any ideas regarding how students can utilize computers, especially the graphic design they'll be utilizing, Tracy's new space, and perhaps the Mac Lab in the Visual Arts Center could be used. But also note that the VA services is being moved to Ds 130. I believe Dr. Beverly's office is also being moved into Ds as well. So a little bit of sad news before we jump into all the good things, but we're down roughly about 30%. So we're usually at around 1,400 students for the fall, between 1,300 and 1,450-ish or so, give or take a few students here, but we're currently at about 962 currently enrolled students. So retention will be pivotal this year, meaning what are we going to do to keep the students that we have? What are some ideas that we have to recruit and retain our students? Some of the ideas that you passed around that I think are a great idea that we really need to get on is a school video or a link that can be sent. When I say a school, I'm saying the School of Visual and Performing Arts. I rather have discussed with Will and I think Jamie and Brittany some ideas about filming our students and some faculty members and creating a digital link that we can send out to prospective high school students or their instructors in schools, principals, etc., who could give them a little bit more information about what we offer in our School of Visual and Performing Arts. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't create something on your own, but I would like for us to really make some short video where it encompasses everything that we offer so that we can really show the students and showcase what our faculty and our students have to offer on this particular campus. Also, some ideas for retaining the students. Will and Brittany have had some really interesting ideas about having a drive-through performance or a digital performance, art and music or dance. So some of the interesting ideas that we could do are to have people drive around while the students are performing outside. That's something that we would definitely have to get permission to do, but it is interesting, and I think it's something that's very creative and that we should definitely keep looking into. Also, have you contacted some of the local high school teachers to check to see, to say, hey, just as an FYI, we do still have a lot of space available for students, and to remind them that we are offering this new HyFlex technology. Explain to them what that is. We're hoping that, I brought up today actually, that there isn't a lot of information on the website about the HyFlex technology. So that's something that we can definitely discuss further with Dr. Taylor and maybe IR about how to create a website or digital marketing so that people understand what it is, because I know that you're fielding a lot of questions from parents and prospective students or currently enrolled students about the HiFlex technology, and it may be interesting to have something, a statement available and a website for them to go to and to browse and perhaps give them some peace of mind for the fall. So I think definitely that some of our recruitment and retention efforts are probably due to the fact that students are just unaware and the general public at large is unaware that we have this technology that we're investing in, and this is how we're going to go about our fall and spring semesters. Remind them of our amazing instructors that we have in our school. We are very fortunate to have um, some of the best faculty in 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 their own right. You guys are enthusiastic and you've been doing such a great job planning and asking questions. I really appreciate you. Keep those coming. Keep those questions coming. Reminder, if you have any great ideas, to also add that to that Google Doc shareable link. I shared that with the school chairs today, so I will put that in this email as well that I'm sending you with this YouTube link. Don't forget to add that. Tracy and I have added a few things. I think Brittany may have added something, or I'm going to add something on Brittany's behalf about how to upload YouTube videos from your phone, a little tutorial. But anyway, don't forget to tell them about how affordable our education is at MGCCC. Note that from Dr. Graham's email that came out this evening that there is not a tuition hike. So excellent news for the students looking around and shopping around and thinking about where they're going to go, especially those last minute shoppers. Some additional updates, like I said, the Res Hall check-ins will happen August 16th to 18th. Dean Layton's office will be putting the do not sit here signs on seats in most of the classrooms. So if it hasn't happened in the next week or so, be patient. They are coming around and adding that in. And number 3 says fall spots, and that is a typo on my part. It should say fall sports. I do apologize. Updates coming this week. So the association that involves all of the junior colleges and 2-year colleges voted to move their fall sports, i.e. Football, into the spring. However, the MACJC, the Mississippi Association of Junior Colleges and the athletic association associated with that, has decided to reconsider and consider keeping it in the fall. But they have not met. The college presidents and the athletic directors have not met all together yet. And I believe that is happening sometime early next week. And as soon as we hear something, I know that that Dr. Stanlin and his team are anxiously awaiting that decision as well. So hopefully we'll have something for you very, very soon to give to you so that these students can have a plan and we can have a plan enacted and ready to go for them. I know that you guys are anxiously awaiting the information about cleaning supplies, probably your most favorite slide that you're waiting for. But Dean Gasol did say that there will be hand sanitizer in each class. There'll also be hand sanitizing pumps in every building, kind of like when you go through the airports or a lot of large buildings like malls, etc. If you've been to them recently, you've noticed hand sanitizer stations at most entrances. If you're going to get groceries, etc. So there will be pumps. It won't be an automatic machine that you just wave your hand under. Unfortunately, it will be a pump, but they will be kept full every day. I did ask about the wipes, wiping down your computers, and yes, there will be wipes available for your classrooms to wipe them down. Please use them sparingly, though. There will be spray bottles with some disinfectant, hopefully, in every classroom, and some paper towels. So that when you're done with your class, maybe stop a few minutes early, spray down the tables, ask the students to grab some towels and wipe them down. I know it sounds a little elementary. However, housekeeping will not be able to go into every classroom in between every single class. It's just not feasible, and we just don't have the manpower for that. So do kindly, I'm not using the word police, but do utilize that as you will. Maybe assign some students to help you if you can, or having everybody just take care of their own space if you will. The housekeeping staff will be in the morning and in the afternoons before they leave to kind of clean and make sure everything is shipshape. But everything, and they'll be there in the early morning like they normally are before everybody's there, cleaning and disinfecting every day. Then let me know if you have any additional needs or any questions about cleaning supplies, and I can add that to my list to forward on to Dean Gasol. So to the HyFlex questions, really just reminding you to prepare all of your syllabi. Make sure that you're adding the Keep Learning website, and I'll attach that as well to this email. Make sure that that is somewhere on that home page so that students can easily click on that, and they have been updating it regularly, a lot better than what it was looking like in the spring. So there's a lot more information on there for the students, and probably information that you may want to include in your links regarding your classes too. So consider adding additional links beyond just the Keep Learning website. So when classes start in the fall, I'll go around and check all of your Canvas shells, make sure that that Keep Learning website is somewhere in there on that home page. Make sure you have an attendance plan. Right now, there is no definitive attendance plan. However, I believe Dr. Woodward is calling his task force to meet either later this week or next week to kind of solidify a few things. But by and large, it's going to fall on you as the faculty member. And this is something we can discuss as a school, or that we can discuss individually. But we definitely need to come up with some ideas. And I have some ideas for you that we discussed in our school chair meeting today that I'm hoping we can discuss further in a WebEx meeting. Make sure that your modules are ready to go. So these next few weeks, make sure that you are creating a way to create your modules in a weekly fashion and by assignments. Make sure you've uploaded some videos, PDFs, readings, assignments, activities, etc. And again, I'm going to attach another video here. Brittany and I had a little Zoom meeting today, and she was very kind to show me some of her graduate school modules in one of her courses, and it really is very interesting, and so she can show you that as well. But I wanted to screen record that for you, and I'm going to add that along in this video and tag it on as an addendum. So we want to make sure that we welcome 2 new faculty members. They were confirmed today, this morning on Wednesday, at the Executive Council meeting. Tracy Williams is our graphic design instructor, and Mr. Aaron Mann, one of our new music instructors. So please welcome them. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we will look forward to working as a team this fall. A few extra questions that I know some of you had. EDP hours, yes, we are still going to have 15 EDP hours required for the year. A lot of them will be digital, so look for that. I believe an email was sent about that today, even about the EDPs, making sure that if they are available on like a Zoom or a WebEx meeting, you must register for them the day before. So no late registration, because you will not get an invite to the WebEx meeting if you don't do it, I think, by 3 p.m. the day before. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. But it should be in your email, something that was sent out today. Canvas training. If you need that Canvas training, it starts Monday, I believe it's July 27th. It runs for 4 weeks. So make sure that you get on that, especially if you need some refresher. I asked Dean Gasol about maybe seeing if Jennifer or Buffy could do some Canvas Studio training for us. If they don't get a chance to do that before we start, see if they can open a sandbox for you so you can play around with Canvas Studio. When I was playing around with it, it's very similar to how I do iMovies on my computer, only I prefer the Mac, the Apple software a lot better. I find it a little bit more user-friendly than the Canvas Studio. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't work. And the reason that I like my Mac and my iMovie system is that I can upload it to Vimeo or to YouTube, and the students can open it from their YouTube app on their phone. So oftentimes what we're finding, and Miss Butler did mention this today, do not really ask the students to download the Canvas app on their phone. Apparently it doesn't work well. If they do want to use it, make sure that you are able to utilize what I did, having a lot of YouTube lectures up there instead of the Canvas embedded videos from Canvas Studio. So note that that may be a little different. And we really want to encourage the students to utilize the technology that they should use for any sort of online course, so a laptop or a desktop computer. Also, the LRC will be available. However, make sure that you note that space will be limited, especially if you're interested in coming to the LRC to utilize any space. Make sure that you contact Dean Ritchie or anyone in their offices early and often if you wanted to utilize any space for any of your classes, because like I said, just like any other classroom space at the moment, every other seat will be blocked out, and that includes those computers. Again, ask for help if you need it, and I can't wait to see you all very, very soon. So stay tuned for the next video where I will upload the conversation that Brittany and I had this afternoon regarding the modules and kind of showing some of the best practices that one of her professors utilizes in his dance class with her. Thanks so much, guys. And if you have any questions, again, always feel free to text me, email me, call me. Smoke signals, carrier pigeon, whatever works best for you. All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, so can you kind of go through with us a little bit about, I don't know, just pick a class and kind of show us these modules?
Yeah. Does your Zoom record sound?
It should.
Okay. Do you want me to talk through it?
Yeah, it should.
Okay, so this is my Laban class, and he definitely does the best with his setup. So you'll see on the homepage he has announcements, and then he has the modules. He does week 1 and it has the dates. Week 2 has the dates. Week 3 has the dates. Week 4 has the dates. Week 5, 6. And then he records every class and has a module just for all the class recordings. So I can click here and go to the folder and see all the class recordings. So module 1, he has the syllabus. You click on the link. You can click this link to get to the syllabus. And then in his syllabus, he has like the Zoom meeting link. He has a link to his email. If I want to message him through Canvas, there's a link there. I just think what's so unique is it's so helpful. Like even to be successful, you'll need to know how to take quizzes. He has a link right here. I could take this, and it will show me how to take a quiz on Canvas.
Oh, okay.
Participate in online discussions. It takes me to a link. How to respond to a discussion. And like I said, this is just all on his syllabus. Please feel free to contact me, consult the student help files. All these are links. Contact Canvas directly if I'm having problems with Canvas. This tells me how I can, this is to the school's website. He even put, because we do a lot of sharing videos, like of dances and stuff. So he has a tutorial here for how to make a shareable video.
Cool.
Which is, he just found a link on YouTube. Some guy talking about
it's Paul.
how to make a shareable video on YouTube. Course grading and expectations. Disabilities, he has the link right there. Grading, again, this is just his handbook. Campus policies, he has all those links. Campus resources, all of those links. Course bibliography, and then all the due dates.
Okay. Oh, well, Canvas does that at the bottom there.
Automatically, yeah. Okay, so back to his homepage. So that was just his syllabus. And then, okay, so if I go into week 1, so he writes a little introduction, talks about what, just a general comment of what to expect for the week. He always starts with posting the readings and the videos because they also have videos that they like us to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all the readings he wanted us to read for week 1, and I can click on these and they're all links to, I think this week was all PDF files. Did I just get out of that? No, okay. So yeah, so he has all the links. These were all PDF files of readings that he made, I guess just scanned PDF copies. And I don't think there was any videos in that part. No, those were just readings. So then he always does a to-do. So this kind of tells you how to prep for the week. This is your to-do. Monday, he told us, we'll have the meeting. We'll talk about introduction and dualities, or we'll do our introductions and talk about dualities. Wednesday meeting, we're going to talk about breath and phrasing. We had an assignment due on Wednesday, so he went ahead on the to-do list and put that link to that assignment right here. So I could click on that and go right to that assignment page. Back. A link to a video he made of himself showing us just a floor phrase that we'll be doing throughout the course. Friday, we had a discussion post due, so I could click on that and go to the discussion post that was due. And then, of course, he does every class, that 10 to 11:30, he teaches through Zoom. So he sets up his Zoom camera. So that's where you can use that link to log in. If we don't log into the Zoom class, then we're able to go back to that video's recording and watch the video. And we can just have to write like a paragraph about what the class was about, or our thoughts about the class, or any questions we had, just to prove that we watched the video. Okay, so he also does video lectures. So these lectures cover and discuss the reading with some additional examples, explanations, yada yada. But he splits these up. I think every video, there's no video over like 20 minutes. And I don't know if that's just because of YouTube, or how he separates them, but I like that they're like 20-minute videos. I think that's, none of them are too long, and he kind of labels them so I can choose like which ones I want to watch. And instead of having to watch a whole hour-long lecture, I feel like it's good to break it up by sections, because there's some of these that I've watched 3 times, and some I just kind of listened to barely because I didn't really need the information, or I already knew some of it, or I understood it easy. Below, he has the links to the lecture slides, and then he always has additional resources. So yeah, these are all links to stuff. And then I'll just show you, because every week is the same. Same setup, but different content. So week 2. So same thing, just an overview of what the week will be about. Any readings or videos he wants us to watch before class. Our to-do list. And then again, links to everything. He wanted us to sign up to teach a patterns of connectivity phrase to each other. So we had a link to the sign up right there. We had a paper due on Friday, so he had the link to the assignment. So we can turn in. He's very descriptive. Like, you'll see this is the assignment. Like, even though he had it written in the syllabus what the assignment is, here he's even more in depth about what exactly the requirements for this paper were. He wanted us to watch some videos for the paper assignment. So he's just extremely thorough. Sunday we had another assignment due, so he had a link here. Again, just super thorough in his explanation. So there's no questioning on what that is. And having this to-do list like this, I think, is helpful too, because the links are right there. Like, there's no questions. Like, I don't have to be like, oh, there's an assignment, and then go to the assignments over here and look it up. He has it all set up in the module like that. And every week is the same. But then, if you go over here, his announcements, all the discussions are, of course, here. And we have a discussion a week. Grades, of course. Of course, I have great grades. We don't need to look at that. You know that. We did have one quiz for this class so far. I think we might have another one. He said it was going to be easy, but I think it took me like 105 minutes to complete. And then the modules. Yeah, the syllabus was in the syllabus tab.
Looks like he also uploads the videos of the Zoom meetings that you guys have, like so I mean,
On the weeks.
okay. So I mean, how fast is that turnaround? Like, let's say that you forget or you're unable to attend that Zoom meeting. How fast does he
Well,
upload?
it looks like he's he's uploading them to YouTube. So my other teachers don't do this. He's doing most
Says he's got computer troubles and he'll be a little late.
So he's uploading them to YouTube. It looks like, let's see, June 24th. Wednesday, June 24th. So that was the same day. He's uploading them to YouTube. It looks like right after the class.
Okay.
And then he's putting them into that module, which is, I think, a great idea. And then, like I said, he also has pre-recorded lectures. So you're also able to see the pre-recorded lectures plus the in live class. So if there was conversation or if people had the same kind of questions that people have at home, you know,
Okay, cool.
that could be useful.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you showing me this.